Hello and welcome. My name is Seeger, and I'm the owner and video profit strategist at Video Experts. Welcome to session 9 of our weekly video marketing Q&A. This is live every week on Google Hangouts, and it's free. So thank you for joining me, and if you're watching the replay, thanks very much for doing so. Today's question is a really great one. It is basically, let me just check I've got the right words here, but basically the question of today is, how does video work with your marketing strategy? Or how does your marketing strategy benefit from using video? So a lot of business is generated through sales and marketing. So most businesses have marketing strategies, if not all. Now, those marketing strategies quite likely do not actually include any video marketing. Now, this is changing, and over time we will definitely see more and more video content being added to being added to a marketing strategy. So the question here is how to integrate the video into an existing marketing strategy that might not have had any video content previously. So the greatest thing about video is that it is content. You know, it is the most amazing content. And what are all marketing campaigns often lacking or struggling with to create? It's content. So you will find that once you start using video as part of your marketing strategy, one of the key benefits is that you will be generating fantastic content for your audience. Let me give you an example. We often do interview-based videos that explore a particular topic or product, and these videos based around interviews are actually used as part of the research and development of a concept or even of a product. And those video transcripts of the interviews are often then used to develop the written content that surrounds that product or concept or idea that's being communicated. So this might take the form of a blog post or of a news article, content on social as well, and it is backed up and for the audience by referencing a video at the same time. But the key here is that by creating the videos in the first place in an interview-based scenario, can create the actual ideas and formulate the concept and products in a way that would be very difficult through other research methods. So that is fantastic. And other ways that video can be included into an existing video marketing strategy could be, for example, EDMs, electronic direct mail, and email. The research shows that by including video in this communication, you'll find that there is a far greater open rate and a far greater actual reading and click-through rate of those communications. So if you can include video content that you've created in those EDMs and emails, you will find that your conversion rates will really start to increase. Another example could be a PPC campaign, so a pay-per-click Google AdWords campaign, or in fact any other PPC through Facebook or LinkedIn, for example, and your click-through is going to a specific landing page that's targeted to that ad. that's fine. You've got that already set up, which is fantastic. Now, how about adding video that is a single video that is specifically created and targeted to that audience that's clicking through, and that product and the landing page. So it's a seamless connection between the reason why that person clicked on that ad and the content that they're receiving at the other end. And the video could even start with, hey, thanks for clicking on the ad. It's very, very targeted. It's very, very specific. And when you build that into your landing page that you've already created, the depth that the customer is experiencing in terms of personal service and feel like they're really being, their needs are being met, that you understand what their issues are and why they're actually clicking through for a solution, then you're going to find that that PPC campaign is its ROI is going to increase. So obviously having the landing page on its own is fantastic. That's specific to that ad, but by adding video, you're really going to be kicking some goals. Another example of how video can, a marketing campaign or strategy can benefit from using video is if we take the case of an overall website. The digital marketing here for the website can be enhanced by adding strategic videos on strategic pages that just simply reinforce the message that that page is communicating. Let's face it, your audience is very, very reluctant these days to actually read that copy. So things like pages and pages of text explain what you do, or even the benefits for the customer, are just going to be missed. So that's why we've seen a rise of infographics, for example, as a great way to communicate in other ways apart from text. But you will find that video is absolutely fantastic for that, and that is why 51.9% of marketers worldwide have stated that video provides the best ROI for their clients. So including video into your digital marketing strategy online with your website is also a great way to integrate video into your marketing strategy. And just a side note there, often SEO, so search engine marketing, search engine optimization I should say, SEO is a side branch of digital marketing, and video, just touching on this very briefly, will also assist that search engine optimization either through YouTube searches or organic Google searches showing video results, or through increasing the engagement and time spent on site with customers watching videos on your website. These are just three very basic ways that video can increase SEO. How are we going for time? We're great. So the other thing really just to come back on that I touched on at the start is the fact that in today's world, as an audience, we are really literally bombarded by media thousands and thousands of times a day. And there is a part of marketing that is described as inbound marketing, where you're actually attracting customers to you rather than bombarding them with information. And with inbound marketing, it is content that is absolutely crucial to the success of those campaigns. And as I mentioned in the start, that video content can be used to generate other content, as well as generating interest in itself as content or standalone content. So for example, these live Q&As that I do every week are transcribed, and they then become the basis of the blog post that accompanies the Q&A video. So for me to actually, and these transcriptions for 15 minutes are roughly how many words? Maybe 2,000 words. I'm guessing that. I'd have to double check. So for me to actually write that amount of content in 15 minutes is it's just not possible. But I can definitely speak it. So this is a great way to generate text and content, as well as, of course, coming up with ideas and that I mentioned before about based on interview-based videos. So as you can see, there really are quite a few ways that we've just touched on now that video can add a lot of benefit to a video marketing campaign, or a video marketing campaign can add to a traditional digital marketing campaign. And we are seeing this more and more and more. So often it really is the case where a company is exploring video for the first time, and we will be brought in to discuss the strategies with existing agencies or video marketing managers, and how we can best add video and complement the existing marketing that's already in place. It is certainly not designed to replace. You know, we can't just rely on video marketing alone. Even though it is incredibly powerful, it does need to be supported and can support the overall video. It can support the overall marketing strategies that have been put in place by the business. So food for thought. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you got some ideas there about how you can actually add video to your marketing strategy and benefit from that. And please feel free to leave some comments below. I really would be very interested in hearing from you about how you've gone about that, or what ideas you have that you might be thinking about in terms of adding video into existing marketing strategies. It'd be really interesting. Just put a comment down below in either in the YouTube or the blog post, depending on where you're watching this, or even Google Plus. So for more information about what we do here, certainly just visit videoexperts.com.au. We have lots more educational pieces there about video marketing, and you can also just sign up for some further information so that we can keep in touch and keep you updated with what we're doing here. There is a free updates tab just on the website there. Also, if you really enjoyed this Q&A, please feel free to share it and also to subscribe to the channel. So that about wraps it up. We're coming up to our 15-minute mark, so thank you very much for joining me today. And luckily my cold that I've had for the last 2 weeks is finally starting to really shift and clear, so I'm feeling heaps better. But there were times during the call that still a little bit hazy. So thank you for sticking it out with me, and I really look forward to seeing you again next week. You've been listening to Marcus Seeger, who is the Video Profit Strategist here at Video Experts. Thanks again, and have a great day.